Yeah, Desiree, good morning to you and Blended student of viewers once again as we are on the steps of the Durban High Court awaiting the former president to make his way outside of court. We've already seen just a few moments ago those that have been here to support him, some of the former ministers, Faith Mutambi, Des Van Rooyen. We also saw Andile Nungisa for the ANC, the BLF's Andile Mkutama. They have made their way out of court, as well as some of the leaders of the ANC here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, making their way now to the supporters, where the supporters have gathered and eagerly awaiting President Jacob Zuma. We understand that he is going to address them once he leaves the court just in a few moments' time. So certainly outside the court, buzz of activity. Lots of people have been, of course, following this case. As you can just see now, the law enforcement agencies as well out here outside, heavy police presence, and the police forming a guard of honor now, awaiting the former president as he will make his way outside of court. Of course, while South Africa was focused on the court proceedings, a lot, as I've said, have been taking place outside with the supporters of the former president gathering. Let me quickly now bring in one of the RET champions, Mr. Nkosenje Shezi. Thanks very much, sir, for your time. Of course, you have been working around the clock to ensure that you get support for the former president. You had said the last time that we hear that you're going to triple those numbers. Just tell us in terms of, we can see outside many people have gathered.
Of course, thank you very much for that question. Indeed, we have been working around the clock to make sure that ordinary citizens of the country that want to support President Jacob Zuma can do so. You'd understand that President Jacob Zuma, we take him as the father of radical economic transformation and land expropriation without compensation, of which we believe it's going to begin to do justice for an African people who for over 350 years has been dispossessed of their land by the white settlers who came in this country.
Gosen, you've continuously said that you believe that President Jacob Zuma is an innocent man, and that there's possibly political interference in this case, and you've continued to say that this is your position.
Of course, it is our position. Even 10 years ago, you'd recall Bulelani Nguga, the manner in which he interfered with the case, the timing, when should President Jacob Zuma be charged, and so on. And we're also saying that by the time this arms deal was conducted, President Jacob Zuma was not even president of the country at that time. He was just only an MEC in KwaZulu-Natal. How could he have had so much power? But we are saying that we are not fooled by neither the media and whosoever that is peddling lies about our revolutionary leader. We know that he's persecuted for standing on the side of the poor, the oppressed majority of South Africa, who today own less than 20% of the land of their country, of their origin, and the vast majority, the vast land of South Africa, more than 80% is owned by foreigners, white settlers, and so forth.
I just want to come back now to the support that is outside. Now, last time you said that there was quite a huge crowd. I don't see as big a crowd as today, as you had said. You'd promised to triple the numbers of people that were. Have you managed to bring as many people as you had expected?
Look, let's talk about the event itself. I appreciate that it is not organized by ourselves. This is a court case which starts at 9 o'clock. Even our march, we could not start it anyhow to accommodate the buses that are ferrying in people. You would recall that last time, by the time the crowds were dispersing, lots of buses were still descending to the city of Durban. And right now I have requests from provinces as far as Western Cape, Gauteng. In Gauteng in particular, we've got about 4,000 people who want to be part of this event but could not, in terms of logistics, accommodate them. So people throughout the length and breadth of the country, they love Zuma. This, what you see today, the numbers that are here are just a fraction of representation of how the true revolutionary people of this country understand that our revolution is under siege and we need to stand up and defend our own revolution, because if our revolution cannot defend itself, it's not worth being called a revolution.
Because you had said that, the ANC has taken a position that people who are here, you're a member of the ANC yourself, you're here on your personal capacity, in terms of wearing ANC regalia as well. There was issues around that, but we see the members out here today wearing steadfast, wearing the ANC colours, defiant, so to speak.
Call it defiant or not, but one thing that we must note is that when the Congress of the ANC a few months back said Zuma had already, there were indications of these charges being brought back, and the owners of ANC, ordinary branches, never proclaimed that they shall distance themselves away from ANC, from President Jacob Zuma. And indeed, people are here in numbers. We are wearing our own regalia of ANC that we bought with our own money, and nobody should make that decision.
All right, Nkosazana Shezi, thank you so much. They're speaking on behalf of the RET champions, Radical Economic Transformation champions, as we await the former president to make his way out of the court building, where he will then go outside, where a couple of hundred people are waiting for him, eagerly awaiting for him. And as we understand, he will be addressing those people very shortly. I know my colleague Sibonga Gonkembata, she is in the thick of things with the supporters of the former president. Let's go to her now.